Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we have to talk some about what's going on in Jerusalem during this fourth and final blood moon, this blood moon tetrad that is absolutely been so prophetic in what the events that is brought forward as it relates to the Jewish people and the nation of Israel and Christians being slaughtered in the Middle East. Well, I spoke to Rabbi Stephen Ben-Danoon this morning by telephone. He was in Jerusalem and he was getting ready to head to the Czech Republic, but Thursday night he went down on the streets of Jerusalem as there was a commotion going on, and he was able to catch a picture. He got a picture actually of a situation. A Jewish man had been stabbed and was in critical condition, being drug out. And so Stephen did an article on his network called Israeli News Live, and he types, and here's what his article says. It is still not clear by Israeli police if the stabbing of a Jewish man was an act of terrorism or part of a late night bar fight. Stephen says, I was actually close to the scene where the incident occurred and was able to photograph the victim, but was not aware at the time what had occurred. He said, we watched as the man was carried out by two other Jewish men, his feet dragging the ground. At first it appeared he may have been passed out from drinking, yet was after reading Israeli national news and seeing the blood on his feet in our photographs that we put the two together. He had been stabbed, folks, and our deepest sympathies to the families. He was a 25-year-old young man, and he was stabbed outside a Jerusalem nightclub Thursday night. This took place just outside. There was a brawl took place just outside the King George Street, and we still don't know who he is. But Stephen's point is, even though Stephen was there during this incident, his point is, ever since Rosh Hashanah, Israel, streets of Jerusalem, has been pushing, shoving, tear gas, stun grenades, rocks thrown, fire bombs, violence on the Temple Mount and on the streets of Jerusalem every day. In some cases, Israeli Defense Forces, Israeli police, riot gear, it just doesn't end. And even Palestinian President Abbas declared that we may be on the verge, he says, of a Jerusalem Intifada. And so this is getting very intense there. And this is twice now that Benjamin Netanyahu's went down into the streets of Jerusalem and has actually photographed fighting and pushing and shoving and people fighting right there on the streets. And he's doing a great job as far as keeping us up to speed on that. Now, I will be actually in Jerusalem here very shortly doing some television shows. I'll be actually filming 8 television shows in Jerusalem very soon. But I may be in the middle of a Jerusalem Intifada. Who knows? This thing needs to settle down. But we are approaching the fourth and final blood moon. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, I am preaching in Hyman, Pennsylvania. I'm here now in Hyman, Pennsylvania. And tomorrow morning, service begins at 10 a.m. Now, Pastor Steve Leidig is expecting a great crowd of folks. He's telling people they need to come to the service a half hour early. So if you are planning on coming to the Blood Moon Revival at Tri-State Ministries here in Hyman, Pennsylvania, you need to come early to get a seat. To be sure you get a seat, come at 9:30 and get a seat. Service begins at 10 a.m. Also, the Sunday night service is at 6 p.m. And that's the night of the blood moon. You want to come early to be sure you get a seat. It is going to be a powerful time in the Lord and a prophetic word that's going to be brought forth. I don't want you to miss it. I want you to be where this will not happen again, for about another 455 years, if that calculation is correct. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's what I'm understanding. About 455 years. Time is running out. Are you saved? We are preparing a message to give this week here in Hyman, Pennsylvania. So it's September 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. 4 days. This is the Blood Moon Revival. And God is certainly bringing forth a powerful prophetic word, a time that we've never seen before and we will never see again. Christ is coming soon. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for one another in Jesus' name.